Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears. Where do you want to go? Well, the Harkonnens love their docking fees, so that's gonna cost a little... Well, alright. Thopter's on the roof. Let's get out of here.
Hello, welcome. How can the Spacing Guild be of service? No, I'm merely a servant of the administration, I'm afraid. Here to acquire spice from the resourceful and determined, as well as the rude. Oh, dear. Nowhere is there a place that more plainly tells its own story as Harco. Merely look down into the slave pit and up to the spire. In Harco, there is nothing in between. Oh, I'd imagine colouring books, instruments of torture, stuffed animals, dead children. Amusements of that nature are to Glossu Raban's taste. Though he is rarely there, supervising the construction of Neo-Carthag keeps him terribly occupied. Not going well, from what I understand. Well, I wouldn't shout it in the Grand Souk, though I can hardly imagine it drawing any attention if I did. Everyone is aware of what he is. He's rather proud of his proclivities. I might ask you the same question, were I interested. Well, at least you did not assume I was from this lamentable place. I am from Chusik, a lush and peaceful world. Very much the antithesis of Arrakis. For love and necessity, each in its own measure. More one than the other, if I'm honest.
Welcome. Would you like to deposit or withdraw Solaris? Welcome. Would you like to deposit or withdraw Solaris? How much Solaris would you like to deposit?
What business do you have with House Alexan? I don't understand what you're suggesting, but if it is what I think it is, House Alexan refuses. We are not interested in bribes. If you haven't heard of House Alexan, you will soon. Our influence grows rapidly into hearts, minds, and most of all, stomachs. We're traditional farmers and producers. We feed half the Imperium at any given time and make sure that nobody from Mala to Noble goes hungry. Oh, but you're wrong. Arrakis has the greatest crop of all, melange. A part of my mission here is to study the methods of harvesting and find options. Alas, I have said too much on this topic. Please, let's speak of other things. The name is Graham Candace, diplomatic envoy for House Alexan. I think that's my title anyway. It's a bit complicated. Truth be told, I'm just a glorified farmer, more at ease with gourd seeds than politics. But they needed to send someone, and, well, here I am. Well, I may still have dirt under my fingernails, but I know enough about politics to avoid just giving out that information. Perhaps. I've been told to find the right sort of help to achieve our long-term goals here on Arrakis. In payment, I can offer political goodwill. Our vote on the High Council of the Landsraad. In matters pertaining to Arrakis, we can be swayed with the right incentives.
You're back. There isn't much to tell. One provincial backwater is much the same as the next. Although, I'll admit, some are less desolate than others. While Harco has the makings of something more, I'm afraid that potential will never be realized under the current administration. While I'm certain that Count Raban has the village's best interests at heart, I'm afraid he is all consumed with the Neo-Karthag construction project. And unfortunately, Neo-Karthag is both over time and over budget, which leaves the Count with little bandwidth for village matters. And Harco suffers as a result. Why Count Raban doesn't simply restore the village's previous and rightful lord to the position is beyond me. It's Count Raban's own cousin, Grigori Harkonnen, a most agreeable and competent village headman, if there ever was. Grigori was the custodian of Harco long before the Beast and his retinue arrived, and will be so again when Neo-Karthag is finally complete. Not even the Baron himself can predict that. No, the project has been plagued in every way possible. From sabotage to sandstorm damage to the theft of key construction materials, which are then offered back to Count Raban at an exorbitant markup. Thus far, Neo-Karthag has been an unmitigated disaster. Believe me, I've seen the books.
of House Harkonnen, knowledge is power. In the shifting sands of uncertainty, House Harkonnen stands firm as the bedrock of stability.
Oh, look, the kitten is back. Do we have business? My sources inform me that the glutton is dead. Well done, kitten. Are you ready for the paranoid? It was inevitable that with the Fremen gone, someone would seize upon the threads of their mysticism. A new cult has been born in the Haga Basin. They call themselves the Masquerade. A bunch of worm worshippers haunting the ruins of an old power station. And their leader? A prophet. No one has ever seen her in the flesh, but her Solido projection preaches to her faithful every day. Her inner chamber is guarded by 5 pentashields. The access keys for each shield are carried by 4 of her most fervent followers, except for the 5th key. That she keeps with her at all times. She calls them her chosen, and has named them after the parts of the sandworm. The tooth, the fire, the body, and the breath. Each carries a key. But as I mentioned, the 5th key is kept by her. Do not give up so easily, kitten. This is a shield dissembler, mentioned in the handbook as a way to bring down shields. A dissembler takes time and patience to use. They cannot be used against personal shields. They take minutes to align with pentashields. If you were caught, you do not know me. You have never heard the name Fenring. Will you find our paranoid cult leader, kitten? Then go, kitten. Show them your claws.